Take another look at this video into our newsroom today. We showed you at the top of the hour. These are lines at a Costco in Colorado Springs.
This is the Costco off of Nevada, and dozens of people stocking up on toilet paper, water, food. We wanted to set aside some time in our newscast, of course, to discuss the community's response to coronavirus and how we'll continue to address the ever-changing news.
So with all of that in mind, we're joined now by our digital content manager, Tony Keith, and you've been taking a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls into the newsroom. What sorts of things have you been hearing?
I just want to start by addressing there have been so many rumors out there, you guys. You know, a lot of our calls are people who heard something from their brother's cousin's friend, and it just blows up into something bigger, or they saw a social media post and they want to know if it's true. And so, you know, I thank you for reaching out to us on that, but most of them, really just about all of them, 99%, are not true. And we are going to try to look into every rumor that you reach out to us with, but that's the thing is, we need to put a stop to these rumors.
A couple examples.
Yeah, you know, some examples today. Really, the past few weeks, people have reached out. There's somebody on Fort Carson who has coronavirus. Why aren't they telling anyone? We reach out to Fort Carson. No confirmed cases. That could always change.
It may.
That could change, so we'll check on it. But we've had other folks reach out, say 60 people on Fort Carson. Why aren't they sharing any information? Same thing with schools. You know, we heard that the school is it is shut down. It's on lockdown because of coronavirus. A number of schools, you know, fall so far. Again, the ever-changing. That could always change. But, you know, we appreciate the calls. The rumors, though, are just getting out of control, guys.
Well, it plays into what the mayor and others have said all along. Go to a credible source of information. If we post something on our website or on our Facebook page, it means we've checked it out.
Absolutely. And Tony is the one behind the phone calls and behind our website trying to update people and keep them informed. And Tony, you put a lot of time into the website to make sure people have the latest information.
And social media, too. Yeah. Earlier this week, I just want to mention, we got some video. I did a Facebook Live with the Chief Medical Officer at Penrose St. Francis. We answered a lot of your questions live. And I just want to address, he was so calm talking to me on Facebook Live and talking. I mean, this guy, when it comes to experts, this is a Chief Medical Officer. So
yes, and what a great resource for our viewers to go back and look at that interview Tony did with him, because it was long. This was not a short interview you did, to make sure you could get as many questions answered as possible.
And there are so many questions.
Tell me a couple big takeaways from you talking one-on-one to the Chief Medical Officer.
He did say, and we want to keep stressing this, that there are people out there that, you know, when it says, when you hear don't panic, don't be concerned, there are some people who are at risk. You guys have talked about that, depending on your age, pre-existing conditions. When you talk about folks who have asthma, COPD, those people should know if they're at risk at this point. But ask yourself, if you've got family members who maybe haven't thought about that, if they've got some pre-existing medical condition. Somebody asked during that Facebook Live, my child has kidney issues. Are they at risk? And the doctor I spoke with said yes. You know that, and that was weeks into more than a week after the first case was announced here in Colorado. So
just a couple of days ago.
Yes, yes. So
it's anyone who has an underlying medical condition or any of the elderly population. Exactly. Those are the ones that are the most at risk, and that's what the doctor told you.
Yes, and then another thing too, a lot of people have asked this question, why aren't kids, you know, and children susceptible to this like others? We don't have those answers right now. And I want to point out the trusted sources where we're getting our information is the county public health department, the state level, the CDC. That's where we want to get our information from. They're trying their hardest to keep us updated. It's ever changing, and we're going to pass that information right along to you guys. We got other people reaching about world issues. You know, what about Russia? What about China? We're not the experts on that. You know, we're just reaching out to the local experts. If we have the opportunity to talk to experts around the world, we'll take that.
And this newscast is evidence that almost all of this newscast has been coronavirus related, and that's going to be the case. People saying, media, calm down. We're trying to be as calm as we can. On the same time, though, we know from our web numbers, people want as much information as they can get.
Yeah, that's the wild thing. People keep saying on our social media page, I keep seeing this over and over. I'm sure you guys do at home. Media is at fault. At fault for what? What we're doing is we're the mouthpiece for our state, the CDC, the World Health Organization, and get those facts out. Our web numbers for coronavirus stories, they just blow all the other stories out. This is what people care about. You're telling us by clicking these articles, by reaching out with us with every phone call, we want the latest information, we want more information, even if we're repeating information, because it could change.
And what's happening in our newsroom is so different than ever before, Tony. We have had so many calls. Our newsroom is constantly busy, but this is doubled and tripled in the volume of the number of people who have concerns and questions for us. And that's why we're doing Facebook Lives with doctors. That's why we're bringing Tony out here to dispel some some of the rumors, and that's why we're trying to give you as much information as we can in every single one of our newscasts.
Yeah.
We know you'll keep doing that, and we're going to keep reporting about all the new developments on coronavirus. We're going to try to keep as calm as possible, and to reiterate, when people like the mayor today say, don't panic, live your life, but be cautious, take precautions, that's the bottom line message so far.
And we're going to keep sharing that message.
Tony, thanks so
Of
much. We'll be
course.
right back.